For listening to the Nubian Comedic Spectrum Incorporated channel. I'm just letting my opinion be known in regards to Nicole Hannah-Jones' tenure. Now she's going to Howard. She's accepting her tenure through Howard. And she's rejecting the offer with UNC after all the protests. I'm going to say this. Young black youth, try to understand what is important within your community and your agendas. Every time a black person is going through an obstacle, we are supposed to support. But I don't support certain institutions that has been using our communities and our cultures to build off of and misleading us. And Miss Nicole Hannah-Jones represents that. She represents supporting NAACP, LGBT organizations, BIPOC. I mean, she's a real Oprahite. And I don't support that. I don't support that agenda at all. So it's sad to see how certain influences in media has conditioned our children, our youth. It's like I can really I understand it and see it for what it is now. But I'm still optimistic. I've used that word a lot, but I am. That our youth will see through a lot of the rhetoric, a lot of the BS, if you will. They're going to do their research. They're going to consider a lot of things that wasn't presentable till currently. But yet and still, they have so many obstacles against them. And if your mind is conditioned, that's the whole ball game right there. Again, I say white and black elites work within the white apple effect. And I don't care what nobody say. You have people in organizations, corporations, political stances that they're not going to change. They're going to make things appear as if therefore, and then they include everyone. We are a distinct race, a distinct class. First of all, ADOS, we are distinct. We are generational within this country. Okay, our ancestry is native by large, and I don't understand Mr. Kittle's rhetoric. Another term I'm using a lot. Mr. Kittles, he do DNA research, and he may be a genealogist, I'm not sure, but Dr. Kittles, the way it sounds. I and Dr. Henry Louis Gates, they kind of are in partnership. They work together. They both help each other promote each other's work, if you will. And I don't necessarily agree with them, Ms. Dr. Henry Louis Gates either. I believe that by large, our birthrights is being taken from us, stolen from us. And our ancestry is also here by large. A lot of descendants of slavery, native ancestry is also here. I truly believe that. I don't believe it wasn't. It's a reason why the number is so few and the way they're putting it and stipulating it and want us to believe it. It's a reason for that. So people like Dane Calloway, I supported him. I had a gripe with him. I still feel that whoever the situation, that I complained about, whoever was responsible for that, I think that was unfair and wrong and unnecessary. But Dane Calloway, shout out to him and thank him for his research. And because that's very important that our birthrights, ancestry here as natives here get addressed. That really needs to be addressed, but it's going to break a lot of hearts and burst a lot of bubbles. I could tell you that. But people like Hannah Nicole Jones, I don't feel represents the black community solely. Therefore, she, to me, do not have the black agenda. And it's just that simple. And I wish our youth can distinguish that.